Hey guys, Charles Damiano here from the Bruce Lee Collection for another exciting episode, and I'm really excited today because I'm here with my buddy John Negron.
Charlie, good to see you.
I came all the way from New York City to North Carolina to see this guy. I'm glad to be here, man. I always get excited.
Glad to have you back after 2 years.
We're almost 2 years, right? Since we've been here last.
We probably weren't set up then.
I know, and now he has everything out it displayed. I know when you first got here, you just moved into the house.
Within 2 weeks, so you come.
And then you set it up, and it was probably maybe a third set up, right? Because we wanted to film some episodes, and now you have it 100% set up. So later on, we'll do a full tour of your 2 Bruce Lee rooms because they're just immense, and we'll do that. But I wanted to start with an episode today that focuses on these El Cartel, right? Poster magazines, or they're newspapers.
They're newspapers that came out of Mexico. They started, looks like, about early '74.
Yeah, and
it looks like they ran out into the mid-'90s.
Wow, because I never seen these before. And I know you called another Bruce Lee fan and collector, Cosetta Stokes, who I want to give a shout out to. And she gave us the idea of doing an episode on these. So Cosetta, thank you very much. And we're starting out with the first episode on these, their newspaper that open up into posters.
Yes. These, I guess, were considered like the USA and the different countries' Kung Fu Monthly.
Yeah.
Except they're a lot larger, so the posters open up a lot larger.
Wow. So this first one is what? It's a picture of Bruce from
Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon.
And this was, looks like May of '75.
Wow, so this one came out in 1975, and you said that they opened up like a
big giant poster, and we'll show a few of those.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll open up a couple of these as we go along. So this was the first one, which is pretty spectacular. I've never seen these before. That's why I'm glad we're doing them. What's this next one of?
This one is December 31st, 1974.
Wow.
And Charles, just to give you a little background on these, I had never seen these before. I had got one from a collector in Chicago named Jessie Odawa. And
yes. I'm familiar with Jessie.
She has sent me one.
Shout out to you, Jessie.
She sent me this one. And that's the only one that I had. And I had never seen him before I even got this one.
Oh, wow.
And this one has a big shot of him in his casket.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And, you know, it was folded up at one time or whatever, but I was really glad and honored that she gave it to me.
Yeah.
But then a few years later, probably about 2 years ago, a Mexican collector, I guess, reached out to me and said he had these newspapers he wanted to sell. So I said, send me some pictures. He sent me a few pictures, and some of them are a little, like this one has a little blemish there, but I mean, considering the age of these, they're in really good shape.
Let's do this one real quick.
So I offered to buy the whole collection off the guy.
Oh, did you?
And they had a lot of doubles, and I think I gave Cosetta probably 6 to 8 maybe doubles that I had.
Wow.
And Louis, as a matter of fact, just visited. And I gave him
shout out to Louis as well. A lot of shout outs in this episode.
And I gave him a double of one that I had, and that's it. I don't have any more doubles. I think this is the one I gave Louis here.
Oh wow,
this issue here
of Enter the Dragon. That's a beautiful one.
And that one is from looks like November '92.
Wow. We're going to open up a couple of these guys in a little bit so you can see the posters inside of these. And they're, like John said, similar to the Kung Fu Monthly magazines that came out of the United States, United Kingdom, and some of the other countries. But these came out of Mexico, and they're more newspaper poster magazines, poster magazines with...
Exactly. And it looks like as they went on further in years and the popularity got better, they put them on a glossy type paper.
On a glossy, because the early ones feel more
newspaperish.
Yeah, and then they got more glossy. Oh, that's a nice one, man. You gave one of these...
yes, Louis got that one.
Louis got nice.
So for these to even exist as long as they've been around, because newspaper, as you know, it gets yellow and it gets torn, and so a lot of these have survived, which is great.
Really nice. So let's go through a few of these and show the covers of some of these.
And as you saw,
to the fans out
when
there.
we opened up a couple of these, there's a few rare shots in some of these that I hadn't seen before.
You're right. Different angles, different shots. And
so I don't know where they got those from.
It's amazing that out of Mexico, they were able to find these rare shots back in the 70s because it was so hard to come by photos of Bruce at that time.
Now, these same people also put out a magazine series that I've got quite a few of.
We'll highlight that later also.
And they pretty much, they're like similar to the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu.
Oh, okay.
And they had little pinups that came out, and they were in color, black and white. I'll show you a few of those.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
This is a nice one. I remember this was on one of the posters that they put out, right? Years back.
Farewell Bruce Lee.
And they used this image. Yeah, that's a great one.
Here's another Return of the Dragon cover from 1975.
So these are all from the 70s. Look at that, guys. I've never seen these. If you guys have any of these or have seen some of these, leave us a
Absolutely.
comment below. I'd love to know if you have any of these in your collection. I've been collecting for 50 years now, and this is the first I'm seeing these El Cartel newspaper poster magazines that opened up into full-size posters that came out of Mexico. Wow, amazing, beautiful.
This one's from '75 also, with two nice Enter the Dragon
Ooh,
shots
look at
on
that.
there. And
Really
flipping the
nice.
card.
Yeah.
You know, in '75, these shots here were rare to us.
Yeah.
They're not now, but back then they were rare to us, you know?
100% right, man.
Yeah.
We used to want to find any little picture we could on Bruce back then, and even till this day.
April '75. Nice shot with the collie sticks.
Nice.
And I just picked up a figure out of Japan that's similar to that.
I can't wait to see that, man.
Yeah, that's
and
gonna
you
be
keep
nice.
them really nice and well preserved. I love the bags. You put them in the plastic bags, and you actually boarded all of them. You put cardboard behind you, so
I do that with all my magazines,
Yeah.
as you can see.
I'm a big proponent of keeping the magazines in really great condition and preserving them. Otherwise, they get yellowish and
Of
they don't
course,
last
look
as
at
long.
the age. You're talking about 40-something
Yeah, years ago.
old.
So
Yes.
yeah, you do a great job with that.
And you know, especially when you figure sometimes when you get these yourself, they're not in excellent shape. So you
Right.
try to preserve them from there on
Yep.
so you can get a
Look at that nice Return of the Dragon cover on that one.
Shape. This one looks like it was '97.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
a lot of people have noticed the little goatee
Yeah.
beard
Now
Bruce had going on there.
he did this, I think, in Hong Kong, the shoot right on
To
a
shoot
rooftop.
on that rooftop
Yep.
on that mountainside.
That's
or
what I
something.
heard. Yeah, everyone
They
loves
got a whole
these.
bunch of different shots.
Yeah, they love these photos of Bruce, and they use that on the cover of this one. Wow, you have quite a few of these poster magazines
Chinese Connection.
out of Mexico. I've never seen those. Look
I'm
at that.
thinking these ran up to, I think, 102, and I've probably got a little over half, almost a complete set.
Wow.
Almost a complete set.
John does really good at getting complete sets of all these
try.
collectibles. I think we were talking driving up here. I think he has one of the biggest collectibles, especially on the paper side, because a lot of people collect figures and buttons and magazines.
I got into the
and
figures probably
DVDs.
7 years ago.
Yeah, but you
Before then, it was all paper.
started like I did with paper, photos.
Still love it.
Posters, newspapers, and what'd you say you have? You think 8,000?
I have probably over 8,000 magazines.
Wow, 8,000 magazines with Bruce on the cover from all different countries in his collection. Amazing,
I
John.
have a filing cabinet there full. I have
Bookcases
5 bookcases full.
all
Some of
around.
them are doubled. And then I've got about 30 or so boxes in
That
the
you didn't
closet.
even unpack. Don't even have room
No,
for
the
it.
boxes are unpacked. It's just got them in
Yeah.
there because there's no room.
There's no room to display them.
Yes,
Wow,
sir.
amazing, man, amazing.
Here's another nice Enter the Dragon shot.
Look at that, with the double sticks, in the dungeon.
Off-camera shot. I
Little
think we saw
off-camera
these
shot.
shots in the King of Kung Fu.
Yes, yes.
When we first saw the shots like that.
Another nice one. Yeah, so let us know if you have any of these, because these are just amazing. I'm seeing these for the first time myself, and these are very, very rare. I've never seen any of these before. Look at that.
Could that be Jackie Chan when he snapped his neck?
I think it is, yes.
And it's the last one here. Well, other than the ones that we're going to show unfolded.
Look at that, nice Return of the Dragon shot there.
And what's funny is a lot of times you think like the Kung Fu Monthlies normally put the shots that are on the cover inside as the poster. None of these have the shots that are on the cover as the poster.
As the poster, right. That's what Kung Fu
Oh,
Monthly did. So let's go through a few of these. You have some of these opened, and why don't we take some of those out?
We didn't show this one. This is a photo from him kicking Bob Wall in the groin when Bob Wall did that flying sidekick
Yes.
with Bruce.
So let's take that one out and then show them how that opens up. So
then they've got shots in here just like the Kung Fu Monthlies did.
yeah, look at that, nice.
And that back then in the 70s, that was a rare shot. I mean, that's still considered a
Yeah,
rare
look at that
shot.
from Game of Death, and you have all the dungeon images down here.
Got the big boss over here. Look at that shot there.
Yep.
Look how close
Jumping
Bruce-
over the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And then this
Raven
opens
Dragon.
up. Let's see.
Oh, we got it backwards. Let's go this way. Now this one was a later poster because it's on that nice glossy paper.
Yes, I could see that.
And this one is and they all say in memoriam of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, look at that.
They all-
Nice. So that's
all
a
they say.
image of Bruce from Chinese Connection there. where he's in the school for the first time, battling the Japanese school. Really beautiful, man. Wow. These open up a little larger, I think, than the Kung Fu Monthly magazines,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see this one.
Another nice Enter the Dragon one.
Yeah, so we didn't show that one. Look at that.
December
Beautiful.
of '74. And of course, back in them days, that was the image all the time, right?
That was one of the more popular images that they used on Bruce.
And there we go. We got a couple of Way of the Dragon, actually 3 Way of the Dragon shots.
Yep.
Which back then, again, this shot here would have been considered rare with the guy
with
sneaking
double
up behind.
nunchucks, absolutely.
Yep.
The staff, and then him holding the sidekick.
Oh yeah, this is a beautiful
this
one.
is a beautiful one, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a poster I got in my collection, and it's a really hard to find one.
It really is.
This is one of the classics.
Yep, they came out with posters on this, but it's it is hard to find this one with the sunglasses and the belt.
And they reproduced it pretty good.
Somebody told me that he was outside of Golden Harvest Studios in the backyard
In the lot?
in the lot for this shot.
And they also did a statue on this particular shot too.
Oh, really?
I'll show it to you upstairs.
Oh, wow, look at that.
They even put the chain on them.
Oh, yeah, I seen that one.
The jeans and
yeah, that's a
everything.
nice one. Yeah, they did a great one.
A black figure base.
Wow, that's a beautiful one there, John.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
These are really very interesting. Like I said, out of
They're made really well.
Mexico. I've never seen these, and they open up nice.
This one, it looks like it's from '76.
Yeah, John just happens to have these open so they're easy to pull out of the
And this is a nice rare shot
plastic
here.
bags.
We were
Yeah,
talking
look at
about
that
earlier.
one. Kicking Bolo.
Bolo looks like he's straining to get the guard up there over his head.
Yep.
And even the expression on Bruce and the kick and everything,
It's a little
bit different. Than,
yeah,
than
you
the
can
shot.
see it looks like he's just starting to lift the guard, so he's straining there a little bit.
And there was a whole big series of shots in this, so to see a different shot is really good,
Yeah.
especially in 1976.
Yes, on
So
the
let's-
rock wall.
Let's open it up and see what we got. We got a couple of nice shots in here that
Yep.
are kind of
Let's
rare.
flip this one around.
Oh yeah, your favorite one.
Boom!
Yes.
There goes a little action of Bruce with the gloves on.
Yeah, that was another famous poster, a difficult one to find nowadays.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's fold
I
this
think
up.
we got I think we got one or two more to show.
Yeah. I'm glad we were able to open these up. Let's get that one. This is a really nice one also, guys. Bruce from Fist of Fury.
And what I like about these is they didn't use common shots like a lot of the American magazines did. They kind of stayed like the Chinese and the Japanese, how
Yep.
they put different cover shots.
Yep.
You know, that's a nice
I
one.
tend
Looks
to
like it's
agree with you
almost
there.
on its way down there. one
And
of
look
my
how
favorite
big they
shots.
are.
Yeah.
They,
And colorful.
Yeah. The other ones were just a normal 8.5 by 11. This looks like it's...
This one's May of '76.
Yeah.
May of '76, and at the time it was $7.
Look at that.
$7.
So let's see what this one opens up
Let's
to.
open up this one here and see what shots are in there.
You got little workout shots there.
And the poster. Oh, let's turn this one around a little bit. You grab that side, I grab this side. And the cover of Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, the artwork.
Yes. There it is. From the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. Remember that one?
Yeah.
You have that issue, right?
Yes, sir. I also have a print of it. It was signed by Neil Adams.
Yes. Wow, look at
Who
that.
did the artwork. Yeah.
He did a lot of artwork for comic books also, Neil Adams. He's a famous artist.
Oh, yeah. I've got a book over there with all his artwork and stuff. I think. No, we got one more. No, we got two more that we can show that are open there. This one, again, these are shots we saw in the King of Kung Fu book, I believe.
Yes.
The relaxed shots with the shades on.
The Red Book, right? The King of Kung Fu.
And it says The Man and His Legend. And this one is 1976, June.
Wow.
And this is issue number 102, which I believe, it's getting towards the end of
Yeah,
the run
yeah,
there.
yeah. Look at that.
Let's see, we open this one up.
Ooh, some nice shots of Chinese Connection and Fist of Fury in there.
Yep. And then
Let's
we
see if
open it
this
up, the
folds
poster.
down.
And let's see where we're at.
Oh,
yeah.
the classic pose from Enter the Dragon behind the cartwheel.
Yeah, and they put a little image of Bruce here from the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, the foreign version.
Yeah, and they all say the same thing you pointed out, right? In memoriam of Bruce Lee.
Yep.
So they really dedicated these to the man, the myth, and the legend. Look at that.
These are holding up pretty well.
They really are.
You open up some of these Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, they start falling apart on you.
Especially on the creases. And these are holding up pretty nicely. And here's the last one.
Yep.
Bruce
This
Lee.
is number 99, but somebody blacked out the year.
Oh, I
which
see that.
looks like 76 on it. And we open this one up, and it looks like it's got a couple of dragons there, some Way of the Dragon shots. some off-camera Game of Death
Yeah.
shots.
Absolutely.
Game of Death there, and this one.
Let's flip this around.
And there you are.
Look
One
at
of my
that.
favorite shots of him.
Nice poster of Bruce there from
That's the
Enter the Dragon.
Alex Ben Block.
Yes, that's the image of the Alex Ben Block book, The Legend of Bruce Lee.
Yep.
Who has that book, guys? Chime in below, leave a comment, and let us know also if you have any of these in your collection. I'd love to know. First time I'm seeing these, so John, these are amazing.
And speaking of that, the first print of that book now over $100.
Oh, at least.
The
At
first
least,
print,
yep.
yeah.
I've seen those, especially in mint condition. It may even be 200 if it's in mint pristine condition, because as you know, a lot of collectors love items that are in mint condition these
Look at the back
days.
of your back shot.
Oh,
Bruce's
nice. Muscular back shot. Little couple images of Enter the Dragon up top. Wow, John, these were amazing,
back.
man.
Printed in Mexico.
I love these.
These are nice.
Well, these are beautiful, man. So, Johnny, what are they called again?
El Cartel de Bruce Lee.
So these are poster magazines out of
Mexico.
Wow, this is beautiful, man. Well, Cazetta, this is for you. This was dedicated to you, this episode. I know you wanted us to do a feature on these, and John was able to find these, and we pulled them out. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope the rest of the fans enjoyed this as well. So, Johnny, I want to thank you again for this episode, man. And for now, John and I are going to sign out from the Bruce Lee collection. As always, saying have fun collecting, and we'll see you guys next Friday. Take care, guys. Very good, honey. Thank you, man.